little nature part in the middle of Koper, where we have Luca? Port, yeah, seaport. Yes. Mom is thinking of buying this place, aren't you? Yes. Okay, it's October the 7th, and today I'm actually drawing for tomorrow. So day 8. This is the thumbnail I'll be working from, and I'll catch you back later when the sketch is done. Okay, the sketch is done, and I'm gonna start working on the pencil sketch. Well, yeah, the colored pencil sketch. So this is how it looks like right now. I'll probably change a couple of things while I do the so-called line art. But yeah, talk to you when that's done. And here's the pencil line art done. So now we're gonna start inking this. And I'm not gonna talk all the time while I ink. So, day 8 of Inktober. I can't believe that it's already been a week. So congrats to everyone that's still participating. I know it's really difficult to keep going with these kind of challenges, and even if you're not, like, congrats for however many days that you were able to participate in. I'm just gonna take a moment so that I don't mess this up. I'm gonna make a bigger volume, so I put 2 droplets, which means I need to put 6 of these. So much math. 4, 5, 6. I think it looks good enough. Yeah, I'm really trying today to talk louder. Also, sorry if I'm gonna have ums and things like that. I'm still getting used to those types of things. So to start, I'm just going to color all of this. Ink that I put right now is, I'm thinking, gonna work nicely. Although I feel like it's a lot darker than it usually is, because usually the first step is much less harder than this one. I'm just gonna put this closer. Yeah. Let me put a bit here. Okay, perfect. And again, god damn it, I need to remember not to start from the left side. I'm sure that other left-handed people totally get my issues. Because, like, if you're a right-handed person, it's like, oh, no worries, I'm just gonna start on the left side and everything's gonna be fine. But when we try to do that, it's like, it's a mess. I think I'm gonna try to do this really dark. I'm gonna try to make everything here kind of dramatically lit. And try not to do everything too dark. Well, you can always go darker, but you can't go lighter. So, how about I try to make a really light concoction here? Yeah, it's been like a week of doing this, and I'm still learning new things as we go, which is, you know, kind of the point. We're gonna have quite some lighting scenario here. Yeah, I don't have much to talk about because I'm still figuring out how to talk while I'm actually doing this, because I'm supposed to think. Because last time, okay, well, the last illustration that I did was for day 7, and I was drawing so many illustrations on that day that I actually kind of my brain sort of froze and forgot the design of Jenna's butterfly wings, so I kind of did the inverted and I was like, no, I messed up. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna use a smaller one. Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna talk the whole time so that I can actually edit this video and not have everything in the video, because the first vlog that I did, which is technically getting uploaded today, it's not yet because I figured that I talked too not loud enough. So I'm thinking of doing a voiceover and I still need to do that today. So yeah, I'm now trying to talk louder, but also there was 4.5 hours of footage, so this time around I'm still trying to make it less, like, even though I asked on Instagram stories if it's an issue if the vlog is around 40 minutes if you do other stuff while watching it, and so far people have all said like, no, it's not an issue, so I'm kind of thankful for that, but I still don't want to make it too long. So yeah, I need to remember what kind of colors Jenna's butterfly wings are right now, because I don't want to do the same mistake I did last time. Oh, I can do this. I can do it like this. Yeah, we can do a really cool lighting scenario today. I think I'm gonna go for that, so let me think. I mean, their designs are alien as it is, so if I do this, I don't think it's an issue. That's so cool. That's a cool lighting, because there's not really that much you can do with inks, you know, because you're sort of limited, but I'm still gonna try my best to do some cool stuff. So Kiara's wings are dark with white. Okay, gotcha. So what I need to do is dark and let the white part. I need to get used to not whispering and stuff for these videos. What have you guys been up to? I'd like to know in the comments, because comments are cool, you know, we can talk and stuff. I hope you're doing some cool stuff. I hope that if you're in school that things are going cool. I went to take care of some adult things today, which is super weird for me to say because I'm still not used to being an adult. Believe it or not, even after 5 years being technically an adult, yeah, still not used to it. So yeah, I really like how this came out. So now I need to do a lighter version. Okay, so let's see. So for example, her wings are pretty dark, so I need to be careful how I'm gonna do this, but it's a good thing that Kiara is darker, so that, and her wings are light, so that I can do this, that you can actually see the different values. So like this, and we're gonna put it here, and I think I'm also going to do a harsh shadow sort of around her to really show that lighting scenario. But before I do that, I'm just gonna do these bushes over here. So first they're gonna be like that, but over here, since they're affected by the light, I'm just gonna do them like this. Her eyes, she's staring at the thing, so like this. Yeah, all right. And her legs, right, her legs are here, so we can make a bit of dark here and darker here so that we can tell that she's sitting here. So yeah, something like that. That looks nice enough. Let's see now her wings. Really tried to make the designs of the wings simple enough to do, so like two shapes, and at the end like 3 shapes. Hopefully that's like cool design for you guys to watch as the story unfolds. And yeah, I have been thinking of publishing this, well, publishing, kind of printing it at home. But I'd like to know your opinion. Would you buy the story once it's done? Like, I would print it at home, so it would be a smaller size first of all, and still need to figure out paper because I want it to be a quality paper. But yeah, what do you think? Would you have this story on your shelf at home? I really like doing this. It makes me feel like a weird scientist person, like mixing potions and stuff. It's cool. I just need to remember for next time to actually purchase a black ink and not cool gray, because I bought cool gray. Apart from that, I mean, it makes a really nice texture. Let's see, I think there's one here. And I'm just trying, like, however I feel like I should do it. Don't be scared to try stuff out. Like, for example, right now I'm going to kind of delete what I just did, because when something's in the shadow you can just make it super dark and it can be still read as whatever it is that you're trying to tell. And the wood I'm going to do, yeah, I like this. This is cool. Honestly, there's not that much left to color. Really enjoying these two character designs. They have really cool, you know, shapes to play with. Oh, I can do this. So if I would be doing digital right now, the antennas would be so much easier to do with the whole lighting scenario, but I need to work with what I have. I love how it makes it even more alien. I think I'm gonna let it be this way because it's kind of cool that if it's surrounded by other materials like trees and stuff, that it's not translucent, but if we're staring at them from the back, that they are translucent. I'm honestly just going to add a couple of more leaves on the left side. Like over here, it's maybe a bit weird, so it's just generic leaf shapes, you know, just that you can feel that there's leaves here. I don't think I'm gonna add anything more to these two. I think I'd like to go in straight with the ink pens, so we're actually kind of done with the inks. Oh, another thing I was thinking of to show lighting is something like this, so that, you know, it should be black, but it isn't because of the light. I know, we'll see. I think I figured out my schedule of working on these, and by that I just mean which days I'm going to do just one illustration and which days more. From the work I did on this Friday, where I did 4 illustrations in one round, I figured out that that's not good for me. I kind of lose where I'm going with it by the 3rd illustration. So instead of that, this week I'm going to try and do the weekend illustrations as well as the Monday one on Thursday and Friday. So on Thursday I'm gonna do the illustrations for Friday and Saturday, and on Friday I'm gonna do them for Sunday and Monday. I think that should be a good way to go about them. When I started last week, I was super kind of stressed out. I wasn't sure how I'm gonna do this, if people are gonna like it, and I was really nervous and my hands were like shaking like crazy. And now I'm kind of chill. I don't know, I don't really care, or I'm not nervous about anything, and that's kind of cool. I believe in myself, and if you're doing these, then you should believe in yourself and what you're capable of as well, because there's nothing to worry about. Not really, at least. I'm still figuring out the rules of recording things, like where you're supposed to put your hand so that the viewer can actually see what you're doing and that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's still in the process figuring out. Hey, every time I'm gonna record and every time I'm gonna edit, I'm gonna get better at this. And that's all that it's about. Improving, figuring out where you suck at and getting better at it. She feels kind of weird. It's the weird, it's the perspective of the head. I really like how this part came out though. Actually wondering if I should... Yeah, that's kind of cool. Maybe I could do a sketchy sort of and just a couple of lines to indicate that it's darker. Or maybe just use the pencil. But you know, I'm trying to actually use the inks for that, because it's Inktober, not Penciltober. I hope that's gonna be understandable that that's actually a hand. And her other leg is kind of on the other side. And I kind of really like how, even though this is like Kiara's garden, she knows where things are, but when it comes to adventure and stuff, Jenna's kind of better at it. Yeah, this kind of works. The way I have been working lately and stuff. I just really need to get used to talking more loudly. Apart from that, I think we're cool. Let's see, maybe I should... Yeah. Oh, battery is running out, so I believe I'll go and get another one. So, any moment now, I'm gonna run out. And then we'll see you again the second I change the battery. And this is why I bought an extra camera. And we're back. I basically saved up money this year, the previous school year actually, and not only did I get myself this wonderful camera that I'm using right now, which is a Canon G7X Mark II, because I took the longest time to figure out like which camera would suit me, and from what I've seen, this one's the one. And I knew that when I'd buy it that I would most definitely need to also get an additional battery, because I knew from previous times when I used my old camera and how after around 40 minutes it would stop recording, but that was also because of the SD card, and well, I couldn't really do much about that either. So now that I have the SD card as well as 2 batteries, I think I'm good for like a really long while. I am really liking this and how it's coming out. Let's see, the ear shading, the blushing on her. Yeah, that helps a lot. Yeah, I really like that. I know that you're supposed to kind of work on your details and where to put details and where not to put them, but I think this kind of adds, so it's good. Keep thinking I'm done, and I'm like, no, just a bit more. And honestly, this would come out a lot nicer if I do this. No. So let's try doing a couple of these before I do too much to it. But it is very fun to do too much. Okay, God damn it. Okay, let's say that now we're done. I definitely went a bit overboard, but yeah, that's day 8 done. Hey guys, it's day 8 officially, and here's what's been going on. I've been working on finishing the first vlog for like 3 days now, and yesterday I just needed to add the squiggle animation for titles and the voiceover, because there were scenes where I just didn't talk loud enough, which I already mentioned. Okay, so the squiggle wasn't that bad. It was pretty simple to do, and you know, I started working on everything when I came back home, because I had some stuff in the morning-ish, and then I still had a lot of time. Okay, so the squiggle still took like, I don't know, maybe an hour, and I would actually really love to show you how I do the squiggle tiles, the animated thingies, in this vlog, just later on when I'm going to be at the editing stage. Okay, so the squiggles were done. Then I did the narration. Okay, it took a while because, you know, 42 minutes of footage that you need to narrate, it takes a while. Okay, but I did it. I was running out of my voice, but it was done. It was done. So then I edited the whole thing, and I think it was 7 or 8 p.m, something like that. Okay, I had to wait like, I don't know, an hour. A thing I noticed when I was watching the vlog and editing it, I like to say like and so often. So I'm really going to try and not use those two words that much anymore. It was rendering. Okay, it rendered. It was like, I don't know, 8 or 9 p.m. almost. Alright, we're gonna upload it. I uploaded it to YouTube. Again, more time. I don't know, maybe half an hour, because we have really good internet here. Thank God for that, at least. And it uploaded, but I really wanted to add closed caption in English for anyone that might find it more easy to watch videos with subtitles. So I started doing that. And guess what? Subtitling the whole 42-minute video took me until 3 in the morning. When I finished transcribing the whole thing, I had to wait for set timing or something like that. Like if you do captions for videos, you're gonna notice. I can also share that eventually, but not right now. Right now I just want to explain. So I clicked the button, like it would time every word that I said, and I was waiting for a bit, and I was waiting, and then I was like, screw this, because I was tired, so I went to bed. So today I woke up and the transcription was done, and I just needed to do one more thing. Now, I don't have 10,000 followers on Instagram, so I can't do the whole swipe up feature in stories. But there is a way you can do that even if you don't have 10,000 followers, which is something that Vanessa Lau talked about in her Instagram videos. So I went through that, and then I had issues with posting on Instagram stories. No, not Instagram stories, Instagram TV. I tried to post the video like 4 times. First off, it was 15 seconds, and from the new updates you can only post from 1 minute on. That's the minimum length it needs to be. Okay, I made it 1 minute long. Then I tried uploading it like twice, and the issue was it had an error. I had no idea what it was. Turns out it's because I had the video on 25 frames per second. It should be on 30 frames per second, so I fixed that. I exported it again, I tried again, and it still didn't work. And then after 2 hours working on this, I installed Instagram on my laptop, and I tried getting it there, and it finally worked. Now it looks kind of weird, because I guess Instagram TV also posts it as a post, but hey, it has a clickable link, so I could, you know, share that in an Instagram story. So finally that is done, and now I can finally work on editing today's illustration, because yesterday I didn't have time. I still needed to add the enchantment text on the actual illustration, and now I just need to write the chapter and finally post it. I'm kind of behind schedule. It's 1 p.m, so I'm late for like an hour, because I sort of decided that my new posting schedule will be 12. So yeah, I need to work on that and then start actually recording the next one. So see you then. Ha, I didn't say so that much anymore. I'm making progress. As mentioned, today I'm doing day 9, which is this one, and since it's been a while since I drew this thumbnail, I thought of a different idea of how I can do this composition wise. I'm gonna work on that. And here we have the new thumbnails. So I was trying to figure out exactly how I want to tell the story from the composition, and what was really important to me was to show the item that you're trying to find in one corner, and in the other corner we actually have them. So I kind of want them to be the border around the image. I have to say, I really like how this sketch turned out, and I hope I can save it or have it as much like this in the actual finished result. So really hoping this turns out really good like I see it right now. And here we are in the inking part. I wanted to first show you my lovely workspace. This is how I usually have my stuff. There's also a paper blanket here. Paper towel, so that I can put up the dirty water of my brushes and continue working. So now we're just gonna go straight into the zoom so that you can actually see what I'm doing here. And here we are. So it's time to shake, 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 senora. Shake another ink. I almost put another droplet, completely forgot. Right, I figured out some science yesterday. That was really close. Yeah, the science part yesterday that I figured out is that if I put more than one ink droplet and then add more water, it makes a different mixture from what I'm used to. I want to try first here to see how light or how dark it is. I think it's a good enough. Types of repetitive moments. You're just like, I don't know, you find out how you can do texture, and then everything you do is just texture, texture, texture. Thing. Yeah, that's really cool. I don't know, I forgot that I could, you know, experiment with the lighting scenarios. Not quite sure yet how to do, you know, because there's another wing over here. So something like that. It's a interesting thing. Okay, let's say that the other wing is here. See, and now I can color this without a problem. Because if I would start first on the left side, I wouldn't be able to get here. Kiara's hair is just blob. Just do blob, and that's basically what it is. I really like also how the wings sort of feel as if they have their own lighting situation, since, you know, her markings over here stay white and her whole wings stay white, and I find that really neat. Yeah, look at that. I like it. Molto bene. Just to have that difference. Make some sort of watery movements. I don't know how to mention them. And also this. Some here, some over there. Not too many though. Okay. Pop really nicely. And there's bushes over here. Different values with this. I'm really trying. Feels as if it has some lighter elements on the right side, because that could mean everything is getting hit by light from there. Just to make it slightly darker, should be able to do this. Yeah, so that you can see it through, but not quite. Okay, I really like these trees, and I'm really gonna try and not to mess things up. I think I really like it because it reminds me of the remake of DuckTales and how it has like this ink brush vibes. You should really check it out. It's a great show. Figuring out new ways on how to draw something or how to show something is always really fun. Sorry, I really got into the illustration. Honestly, I really was able to imagine like if this was a cartoon, and I just saw the movement and the dialogue. I just got stuck in it for a little bit. I really like how this is coming out. I hope you will too. Yeah, there we go. Now we have some bushes. You know what I mean. The inking is almost done, and I really like it. Now for the scribbles. Honestly, doing the scribbles is probably my favorite thing for these illustrations, as well as coloring with the pencil, but that comes later. So the only issue is when it's in these types of small spaces, because then it's sort of more difficult, but it's possible. It's not impossible to do. Blushies. I guess this is sort of good practice for another story where I also have characters that have really weird shaped eyes. I just need to color. Okay, now we have her. Yeah, with her it's a bit more easy to show that whole translucence thing. Like a weird protection shield around it. Like it's Wednesday, it's day 11? No, it's day 10. It's day 10 because I drew day 10 yesterday, which means today is day 10. Okay, yes, it's day 10. I a bit, is that a word? You know how I said that I'm going to be doing sketches of thumbnails, 3 sketches every day, so that by the end of 2nd or 3rd week, then I'll be done with all the sketches and stuff. Guess who hasn't been drawing thumbnail sketches? And that's the thing I'll have to do today then. So yeah, I actually don't have any sketches even for tomorrow, so day 11, day 12, and so on and so forth. The first order of business for today is doing the thumbnail sketches for the dates to come, so I can be prepared, because today is Thursday and I have to draw day 11, day 12, and tomorrow I have day 13 and day 14. Yeah, I am sticking to the whole thing where I draw up ahead so that I'm free for the weekend, but instead of doing all of the illustrations on Friday, I'm kind of scheduling them so that I have 2 illustrations on Thursday and 2 illustrations on Friday, so that it's less work. Because last week I realized that 3 or 4 illustrations in one day is too much for me. Like 3 is, I can bear it, but the 4th was like too much. So that's the plan now. And I am a bit sweaty because I just finished stretching. Stretching is super good for your body. It hurts, but it hurts good. So yeah, I'm gonna go sketch now and prepare the plan for today, tomorrow, and so forth. Hi, it's day 11. Just a status update. I didn't finish tomorrow's illustration yet. I started working on all the stuff. Let me just show you. So this is today's illustration, which I finished yesterday, and I didn't record the whole thing because I didn't feel like it. I was going through something, so I needed time off, and also recording this wouldn't really help. I mean, I was already feeling that I was doing stuff wrong. Like, I had things in my head, and I could already feel like doing certain things wrong when I was drawing, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna completely concentrate on the illustration, and I just won't record the whole thing. I mean, I'm sure you've seen it by now, but yeah, just explaining what happened yesterday. And I actually have the pencil line art ready for tomorrow's illustration. I just didn't manage to finish it. Just yesterday it just wasn't a good day. Hey guys, I am towards the finish line of editing this vlog. So as promised, I'm going to show you how I do these squiggle thingies. So let's get on the computer and start the tutorial. Hey guys, so welcome to my laptops. So today I'm going to add some squiggle tiles for today's vlog. I'm actually just going to show you an example that I'm not going to put in the actual vlog because I am kind of out of USB ports to also put my tablet in, because I usually do these titles with my tablet. So I use TV Paint to animate, but you can do the same thing on any other program that has the option to animate. So I know you can do it on Photoshop. You can also nowadays do it on the iPad, on Procreate. So, you know, any type of animation program that you have, you can do it there. Okay, so now we're just gonna wait for it to finish loading. Okay, so usually what helps me do this is I open up. So for example, this was for last week. This is the example image on what I'm going to put the title on. So I put this in the background, and then let's say that we just want to say hello. So I'm gonna make this bigger. Okay, first of all, I am sorry for the handwriting. I am a left-handed person, but I use the mouse with my right hand, so this is gonna probably look terrible. So let's say we wanna say hello, and the magic of actually making it squiggle is you do another layer. So use the onion skin and you redo it. Okay, so now we have 2 layers. So this is our 2 layers. And then you can play around with time. So TV Paint has this great thing, which is why I use it, that you can change the timing here. So for example, this is really fast. You can put it on, I usually put it around 3 to 4 frames depending on what it is. And what you'll notice is, okay, it looks fine, but I usually add another one. So we have 3 different ones, so they continue changing, and it just looks nicer. So we have 3. We can put it on 4, on 3s, and then you just put it on repeat. There we go. And then I just copy it for as long as I know that it will have to be in the actual video. So let's say I want it to be for like around 2 to 3 seconds. So 25 frames is 1 second. Do around this much, and then we just put on the opacity so you can see better. And there you go. That's basically how you do the squiggle. And then I just I put away the actual image, so I just have this. And if you're using TV Paint for this, when you export, you have to put it without the background, and you create another folder in which you're going to save this as a PNG sequence with pre-mult and RGBA. This is really important because then when you import it into Premiere, it will actually be transparent like this, so you can just put it on top of the footage you have. So I hope this helped, and I don't know, send me what you've done, what your squiggle is on my Instagram or something. So